let's see if anybody comes in. I don't have that much time, but we shall chat today. We shall chat today. It's a sad day in America. That's for sure. Woo. Trying to light my candles here. Ooh. Gotta light a candle for some peace. What's up? Life Rewinded. Life Rue. Life Rue. How you doing, girl? Hanging in there. What's up, Kate the Great? What's up, Red Dragon? How are you doing? Woo! That was hot. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. Well, what a night, I guess, right? What a night. What a fucking crazy night. We are in some serious trouble. We are in some serious trouble here, folks. I don't know if anybody else in here woke up with the same sense of dread that I did this morning, but yeah. Couldn't believe it. Oh, I guess I could, and I could believe it, right? Trump winning the presidency, obviously. Just such a... I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons why that happened, but the main reason is that there's sadly some brainwashing going on. The MAGA cult has won. I feel like it's 2016 all over again. Reliving 2016 all over again. Very scary times. Very scary times. I've realized in the last couple of weeks that a lot of the people that support that man, sadly, I don't think really pay too close attention to what he says. And not only what he says, but fact checking what he says, right? After he says it, because that's the important part, right? Because I could tell you guys all right now that I'm an astronaut, but, if I really, you would have to fact check that, right? So it's worse than 2016. I mean, when I go back in my head and I think of all the crazy things that have happened, like I literally voted this year for the first time in years since 2016, just because I just wanted to vote against him. It's not necessarily that I was a Kamala Harris supporter, okay? Because I really didn't feel all that much faith in her. It's just that I didn't want that man back in the White House after what I saw in 2020, January 6th. It's just a no for me. It's a no. And I never really got too into politics. This year, I really sat down. I tried to listen. I tried to follow the best that I can. I watched a lot of his speeches. I watched a lot of his interviews. And I'm like, this man's fucking crazy. He should be deemed fucking insane crazy. And the fact that people are buying into his bullshit scares the fuck out of me. But, we'll see. The good news is that after this 4 years is up, we will never have to see his fucking orange face again. Yeah, all they want is cheaper eggs and milk. They don't do their research. Let me just explain something, because I have listened to economists speaking about this and commentary about this, okay? The president does not go around and say, hey, you know what? Let's make eggs more expensive for people. Let's make milk more expensive. Supply and demand. Biden's presidency, and I'm not a big Joe Biden fan. I didn't vote for him because I didn't vote that, election, because I felt like, oh, fuck this. Either candidate sucks. So, and I was shocked that he won, to be quite honest with you. I really wasn't expecting a win. And too bad he didn't, lose then, and then we could have been out of the Trump era, MAGA fucking era. But, the president, I mean, we were coming out of COVID. The economy, the world was shut down. And this is what people don't understand. They're like, oh, well, I had more money in my wallet, during the Trump thing. So, it must have been his great doing. No, it was during COVID. The whole world shut down. Supplies, materials, everything was stopped. It stopped being produced, collected, whatever, gathered, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Demand is still the same, if not more now, right? That's what drives the prices up. Supply and demand. I mean, that's like basic economics, that's what caused inflation basically after the world fucking wide crisis that we went through. So just it's just unbelievable. Congress holds the purse. The president can't do shit without them. And the thing is now, I'm not, the Republicans won in the House, right? In Congress or in the Senate, right? So, hey, Angel. So yeah, I'm terrified. Women, especially, I'm shocked. I was just talking to my husband on the phone. I'm like, I just couldn't foresee a woman, a black woman, nevertheless, right? Winning the presidency, especially when she only had like half a campaign when you really think about it, right? Because when did Biden drop out of the race? And shame on the Democrats, in a sense, for not finding a better candidate, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have 100% faith in her to begin with, just because I felt like a lot of her speeches were very politician-y, and it was very hard, especially when you're fighting against somebody who, like, everybody thinks is so raw and so real. I'm so real, I'm the smartest person in the room, always, you have somebody who's just crass. I mean, she had to tone down the politics a little bit, I think, and talk to people more on a real basis. I don't think that's why she lost by any means, but I'm just saying that's like one of my criticisms or things that I noticed that I felt like were, she's got to take it down a notch, and just be a little bit more real with people. But she didn't do that. Oh my God, the vice president pick is terrifying. God willing, nothing happens to him, because it's bad enough if we have one idiot running, you know what I'm saying, the country, and then something happens to him and that idiot has to take over. Oh, fucking forget it. We're fucked. I mean, not for nothing, JD Vance, I guess he doesn't realize that the internet's forever. And it just goes to show, like, how are you not embarrassed even accepting that, right? When you put out there's so many interviews and negative tweets and him calling Donald Trump a fucking communist and all this other shit, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I'll be your vice president. Like, how fucking desperate are you for some power, huh? How thirsty are you for some power? Very scary shit. Very fucking scary shit. But I've realized in the last couple of years that it's just like, dude, there's just two different kinds of people in this world. I mean, there's more than two different kinds, but there's people who think for themselves, and then there's people who fucking follow the crowd. I was watching one of these things the other day, and they were basically saying about the MAGA cult, right? Because I was watching all these interviews on the Midas Touch Network, which is basically, they're not like a Democrat. They're not Democrats. They're just for people who are not, they're into democracy, right? And preserving our democracy. And he does a lot of interviews with people who supported Trump in the past and then now don't support him. And it was really interesting. In my opinion, it's really interesting to hear what would have changed somebody from being a hardcore MAGA supporter to now not wanting him as president. I don't know. I just find that really interesting. And one of the things that was said on there that I was watching was about cults. And I do believe MAGA is a cult. I mean, it is. I'm sorry. But one of the things about the MAGA movement, right, and the cult is that sometimes people are so ashamed when they get involved in a cult, that they fell for the shit, that they actually go deeper into the cult instead of leaving it, right? Because they don't want to feel the shame associated with it. They end up going deeper into the cult. And I'm like, that's kind of fascinating. And I think that's a little bit of what happened here. Some people went deeper into the MAGA cult because maybe they were ashamed to not, be in it. I'm surrounded by Trump supporters. I mean, where I live, everybody loves him. Every one of my friends loves him. I do not discuss politics typically with my friends because I don't want to fight with my friends. They have their beliefs. I have my beliefs, and it is what it is. I usually don't, I don't find any pleasure in having political debates with people. So I just kind of usually stay quiet about it, but we'll see what happens. It's just a kind of dreadful feeling, and I'm scared for women. That's for sure in the future. I don't want to be a fucking fearmonger or, scaring people, but I've been paying attention, and I'm a little perturbed, shall I say. I'm a little perturbed, But we'll get through this, you know, we'll get through it. We've gotten through it in the past and we'll get through it again. And this is, you know, just sucks, but it is what it is. I already belong to one cult and I don't need to belong to another one. Yeah. Another 4 years, there will be another dark cloud to take his place. It's their plan. We have something that can't be undone. See, we can't think like that, Fuzzy Rainbow Kitten. We can't think like that. We have to think positively and that it can be undone. You know, we have to keep positive and think that this, you know, whatever happens in the next 4 years, it could be potentially undone. It's just scary shit, dude. It is very fucking scary shit. So I know a lot of people are feeling the same way that I'm feeling today. I think it was about 11:30 last night. I was, you know, flipping back and forth. I was like obsessively watching these streams, right, of people counting the votes, and I'm flipping back and forth, and I'm like, I just got to a point where, you know, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I saw where it was going, and I was just like, I'm not gonna stay up all night to know what I already know. I went to sleep. I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, went on my phone, and I'm like, fuck. Like, and I just, when I woke up, you know, again, when my alarm went off, I just had this sense of dread. Like this just sense, I can't explain it. I just woke up feeling heavy this morning because I was like, you know what? I invested a lot of time in this. Like the last few elections, you are a guinea and you hate Trump, disgraceful. What does having being Italian have to do with liking a fucking candidate? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I'm not a Guinea. I'm half Italian and half Hungarian. So, anyway, I woke up this morning just feeling that heavy sense of dread. And I was like, oh man, this is not good. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, nice slur, yeah. You're a closet Republican, so hush. What? How am I a closet Republican? How would you even know that? Why don't you take a link, bitch, and come tell me about myself? Here you go. Y'all crying? I love this. You're from New York and you say y'all? Y'all? Really? We believe you, girl. I'm not crying. I'm fine. I'm just feeling the dread. But anyway, it was a bad morning. Bad morning. But who gives a fuck? Yeah, who's crying? Like, do you actually hear me crying? I didn't look after 10, woke up in hell. Yeah, I was just like, wow, I can't believe this shit is going this way. You know? I'm a good... Look at this shit. What the fuck does this even say? Because I'm a good and old country city gal. And here, bitch, why don't you come up here and tell me about myself? This girl's fucking crazy. I know you won't fucking take this shit, but anywho, get your fucking catfishing ass fucking face off here. Off my screen. Put a real fucking picture up, bitch. Anyway, why would you come in and like watch me go? Do you know there's like a million other things on, right? You're in Goodwill, yeah. If you've seen like what she actually looks like, you would say yeah, with that fucking red hair. That fake ass red hair. So there would be no dread for you if Kamala wins. You should keep those thoughts to yourself. Why? See, that's the problem right here, is that this is the problem right here. Right here. This is the problem. Right here. Hold on a second. Because I don't want this bitch fucking porn bombing my ass. How do you like cover the fucking thing up here? I don't even know if I could do it. No, she took a link, but I'm just like, if she's gonna fucking porn bomb my ass, I ain't having it.
Porn bomb? What the fuck is this bitch talking about?
What?
What are you talking about? Porn bomb? What the fuck is that? Porn bomb.
A dick? You know what a dick is? I know you probably haven't
Yeah, I'm
seen
gonna
one in
put
a
all
long
that
time.
up. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly how you weirdos think. Fucking nuts.
You weirdos.
Yeah.
What's your
Y'all.
What's
Yeah,
your
I do
problem?
because I'm a good old American, honey. All right,
Okay,
grammar
well, good for
police. That's what
you.
you got on people. You when someone's trying to type real quick and they make a little mistake. Grammar police. Make a mobster. Gotta come in.
You made a couple of mistakes. Well, when
Okay.
you're coming in here
And
trying to insult people, you
oh
should
my God, put me
probably
on a cross.
do so
Put me on the cross,
intelligently.
darling.
Anyway, what else
Crucify
is
me.
going on?
Crucify me, mobster.
What else is going on?
Why do you call it the orange man?
Because he's orange. Have you
Can't
seen
stand
him?
the man.
Do
Listen,
you,
are you kidding me?
do you need me
And
to
you're
show you a
Italian?
picture?
You're Italian.
I'm half Italian.
That's a disgrace. So
What is me
you
having
were
to,
gonna vote. Did you?
honey?
I listen. I don't care
All
what you
right,
voted for,
can
but
you shut
do you
up
like
and let me
Paris?
talk on
No,
my own
I'm
panel?
asking you a question.
I
Do you
can
like
mute
Paris?
you. I don't like any of the candidates, to be quite honest. But what do you even fucking care, dude?
Because I
New
do.
York always New
This
York
is what
always
you
goes
talk about in
Democrat.
life. This is life. The president just won. You made nasty comments about him.
The president
You're
just won.
disgusting.
All right. What else is going
Well,
on?
watch. You have a
What
child.
other
Watch
issues
how
you
much
got there,
better
girl?
it's
You
going
sound
to be for
angry.
your child, lady. Okay?
You
Yeah.
sound angry. What else you got going
No,
on?
I'm not. I was angry before of what was going on for the kids. What was going to happen to these kids when they get older? There ain't going to be a world. You should be happy that your kids are going to be okay.
All right. I'm not here to have a political
Fucking
debate.
gas will be cheaper.
What's your other issues with me? Because you used to be
I
fine with
just
me,
don't
and then
like
you
you.
come on
I
here.
just that Long Island shit, bro. I listen.
Oh, the Long Island shit. Yo, I'm fucking from New York, and I'm fucking.
Listen, I ain't
Yo,
proud of
I'm
it. I fucking
I'm
hate
a
New York.
Staten Island hoe, bitch. Like,
Listen,
who gives a shit where you're from?
I hate living in New York. Everybody that knows
Okay,
me,
great.
listen, I didn't ask to be fucking here. I was born in Garden City.
Well, neither did I.
And we
So
moved here, and I fucking hate New York.
okay. Well, that we have that in common. So
Yes, and I do have plans to get the fuck out of here one day and maybe go to Arizona.
okay. What else is the problem? I don't fucking care about your
I
life
just don't
fucking
like you.
dreams.
All you do is why do you talk about? Why do you
Get off my
people that
fucking
are
show
obsessed-
then. Get off
who
of
is
here.
this Laura chick, right? I watched her a couple times. I'm not fond of her, but
Go
why
suck her
every day
dick.
you gotta talk about her?
I'm not lying every
miserable?
day. Yep, I am.
Even if it was like the other one, the
And?
fat one, Molly Golightly, why do people just sit here every day and talk bad about?
Why do you care though? Why don't
Because
you
I do
just
care,
watch
'cause
something
it's
else?
sick.
Watch
It's a
something
sick
else.
thing. You need therapy.
All right, so come fight me. What do you want me to do? Why don't you pay for my fucking therapist then, bitch?
Don't you have insurance? Go use your insurance.
Don't
Go
worry
get a
about it.
therapist
Don't
out-
worry about what I
There's
have.
Wonderful doctors out there. Go find a therapist.
You're fucking nuts.
God,
That is funny.
yeah. I don't sit there every day and just.
You're
and
watching me.
get angry about the
Honey,
same
in order for
person
you to
every
know what I'm
single
watching
day.
every day, what I'm talking about,
I
you
don't
got to be
watch you
watching
every
me.
day. I
So
work,
then how do you know
unlike
what I'm
you.
talking about every day?
I work, unlike you, sweetie. I
Okay,
work.
well, go
I
to
don't- I
work.
don't sit
Oh, do you
home
work
because I
at
don't wanna
night?
work.
Do you happen to work at night and sleep all day?
No, honey. I work in the mornings. I'm actually on vacation.
Oh,
I
all
work
right.
12-hour days.
Oh,
Okay?
oh, that's interesting.
You wouldn't even know what that's about.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't.
Exactly.
So,
Making
I
your
don't
little
need to
fucking
work
Big Macs that
12-hour
look like
days.
shit. But whatever.
I
Keep talking
what?
about people.
Big
See
Macs?
what happens. You are not a judge. God is the judge. But keep talking about people. You see what happens. That's why you're so fucking miserable.
Ooh.
That's what I don't like. Bitches like you. You are not
Keep
a girl's
talking.
girl. You talk
Okay.
about women like that all the time.
You're
sick in
just
the
giving
fucking head.
yourself away there, Melissa.
I don't give a fuck. Exactly, because I'm honest. You sit there and talk bad mouth of this woman every fucking day. Did she kill your dog?
Yep.
She killed your cat?
Yep.
That's wonderful. Go kill her then. Why don't you get a boxing ring wherever the fuck this bitch lives and go beat her up? Please, go kill each other already. I'm being honest. Like, go kill each other. Please.
Oh my god, this is fucking.
Oh my god, I'll
hilarious.
pay for the fuck. You gotta sign a consent, both y'all.
You ever hear the word yenta?
I'll pay for it. Please, just
You're a
don't kill each other.
yenta. You're a fucking yenta.
No,
Go
I'm not
look
a
it
Jew.
up.
I'm not a fucking Jew. That's
No,
for
you're
sure.
a yenta though.
Yeah, I know what a yenta is. I'm not. You're the yenta talking about people. That's what a yenta is. Someone that.
You're the yenta who is here
every
trying to
day.
control what everybody does.
You're a
Why are you watching me?
yenta that talks about the.
All right, I had enough of her fucking voice. What a fucking asshole. You're a fucking yenta. I'm from fucking Staten Island. I gave her a fucking chance. She could fucking get out of here. Bye, bitch. Have a nice one. Go fuck yourself. She just gave her ass away. Fucking weirdo. Why would you, dude, if you're fucking watching me every day, how would you know what I'm talking about every day? Which I'm not even live every day. But when I am live, clearly you're watching me all the time. I mean, she got so fucking triggered because I don't like Trump. Oh no. Like it affects her life if I don't like Trump. Get the fuck out of here. You won. You won, baby. You want it, girl? Oh wow. Go tell all your friends. Go tell your cop dad that you won. You won on YouTube. You won. You badmouth me, mobster every day, and that makes you bad. Yeah, this girl. Okay, go fix your fucking red hair that's falling out. You fucking going bald ass motherfucker. Go fix that. How about that? Go back to Laura is my hero Burgundy. Yeah, Burgundy Queen over here with the fucking catfish picture. Girl, put a real picture up and let's see what you really look like. Yeah, you don't remember? You want me to pull it up? You sent me a picture of yourself. You don't remember? You don't remember that? A fucking dry ass looking fucking red hair that you sent me? Yeah, she sounds... She's why I'm embarrassed to say I'm from New York sometimes. That's the type of bitch right there that makes me fucking embarrassed to say I'm from New York. Right there. Right there. Fucking psycho bitch. Anyway. Yeah, yelling over someone's winning. Exactly. I would never send my real pic to you wax. LOL. Oh my god. Burgundy Queenie over here. Burgundy Queenie. Why would you even send pictures then? What kind of fucking weirdo are you then? Sending pictures. You lost. Get help. All right, I'll go get help, all right? And then what? Then what are you going to do? What are you going to do after that? Why do I attract these fucking psychos? Fucking psychos. Anyway. All right. Dox a fake pic. I ain't doxing shit. I don't fucking care. All they know is that picture that you have ain't your fucking picture, girlfriend. Ain't your fucking picture. You could go. Nobody needs to hear from you anymore. Bye. Bye. Come back on your fucking burgundy blue account. Holy shit. Her voice was exactly what I expected. Yeah. Her fucking illiterate ass self. What a fucking psycho. Why would you... I cannot for the life of me understand, right? This is all these people. They all have the same fucking... Yeah, she talks like a gangsta from Staten Island. From Staten Island, bitch. All these people, right? They got the same argument. They're so mad at me, but it's like, dude, why are you sitting there watching me every day? Like, why are you sitting there watching me? Just don't fucking watch me. If you're so angry, right, that I'm talking about somebody. Like, what the fuck? She came up on my panel back. You want to know how this bitch even got into my chat in the first place? She came up on my panel because she fucking was following Molly Golightly or some shit. So she came up on my panel talking about fucking Molly Golightly. That's why she came up on my panel. This was like a while back. And those ain't no fucking... Yeah, what kind of creep sends fake pictures to people? Who even fucking knows? Right, why? Dude, like, I didn't ask the girl to send a picture to me. She just started, like, emailing me, trying to be my friend, you know, and then sending me fucking, pictures of herself. I'm like, yo, it's a little fucking weird, because I would never send a picture of myself to another woman online. It's kind of fucking, like, weird, but, alright. I mean, unless it's, like, my friend that I've been talking to for the fucking long time, but not somebody that, like, I didn't know. That's fucking weird. I remember Camel Queenie losing her mind because you didn't acknowledge her comments once in a live stream a long time ago. Is that what it was? I don't know, dude. She fucking got... She just turned one day. She got fucking crazy. Like, she can't control what I'm talking about on my fucking own live stream, so she's angry about it. It's fucking crazy. Oh, my God. It's fucking insanity. I'm from fucking Garden City. No, I'm from fucking Staten Island. Please tell me I don't sound as bad as that. Please. Please. Staten Island's where all the fucking trash goes from New York. That's where we send all the fucking trash. No offense, Life Rewinder, but that's where we send the fucking trash. Staten Island, the fucking dump is right there. God damn, girl. Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. I definitely remember that. She was writing in all caps. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I just remember her coming up on my stream and fucking people were like falling asleep listening to her. Because she was just yapping on and 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 on. She's a total yenta. Who... Oh, alright. Thank God I don't sound like that. Who in their right mind, honestly, would get that angry? Like, I'm not bothering you. Why are you so fucking angry? Wow. What a fucking weirdo. What a fucking weirdo. I work 12 hours. You wouldn't know what that's like. Oh, are you jealous? Are you jealous? Sounds like you are. Pete Davidson said such funny shit about Staten Island. Staten Island's definitely not like... It's not terrible, but, you know, it's not known to be the nicest part of New York either. There's nice parts of Staten Island, just like anywhere else. The only good thing to come from Staten Island is fucking Wu-Tang Clan. That's about it. Her, not so much. Not so much. I love these people. You fucking Italian and you fucking hate Trump? Like, how fucking ignorant is that? What does my heritage, right, have to do with who I like as a candidate? Oh, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You're fucking Italian and you hate Trump? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Why would it even have anything to do with what nationality I am? What's my background? Holy shit. What? I can't even, like, could anybody help me out with the correlation between me being Italian and Trump and why I should like him? Is there, like, something that you're supposed to like him if you're an Italian? Hold on a second. I mean, if you're into fucking insurrections and somebody fucking destroying the American Constitution, go for it. I mean, fuck. I can't help it. Hold on. Italians and Trump. Let's see. Let's see what the fucking Italians say. How the Italian government reacted to Trump's victory. Let's see. Let's see how Italians actually fucking feel about Trump. You want, like, real Italians. Not like us fucking mixed fucking Americans. I'm American. I'm not fucking Italian. I mean, never been to Italy. Let's see. She described a sister nation bond between expressing optimism for even stronger ties. Ugh, that's scary. Salvini offered unabashed support, echoing Trump's critiques of the EU, calling for a more protectionist approach in Europe. Voiced concerns about potential tariffs on Italian exports. Yeah, that's another thing that people are worried about. The fucking stupid tariffs, because he doesn't even know what a tariff is. What was with her Jew comment? Oh, I called her a yenta, and that's like a Jewish saying. So she thought that meant she was Jewish, but it doesn't. It's like somebody who's like a fucking... I'll look it up and give you the exact definition. I called her a yenta. She's like, I'm not a fucking Jew! Oh my God. A gossip or a busybody. That's what a yenta is. Somebody who gossips who's like a busybody, a meddler. You know? Like, that's exactly a great fucking explanation of her. Because why are you even here? Like, you have, why do you care if I'm talking about Laura? Unless you're like Laura's cousin or some shit. I don't know. Why would you even fucking care? Just don't watch me if you're so worried that I'm talking about Laura every day. I get a kick out of her. Oh, yeah. You're not a girl. You're not a fucking girl's girl. I'm like, okay, I don't fucking care. Do I have to be? You're not a fucking girl's girl. Oh, I almost want to watch that back. That was kind of funny. Racism is real. It sure the fuck is. Sure the fuck is. See how angry that bitch is? She's like Burgundy Blues fucking angry. Burgundy Blues angry. Pretty sure Camo Queen didn't vote. I don't even know if she can fucking spell vote, CK. How's that? How's that? She's exactly... That girl right there that just fucking came up here that's the reason why I don't fucking vote for Trump. Because the people that follow him are fucking unhinged like that. They are fucking unhinged, crazy people who are in everybody else's fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, dude, if you don't like what I'm talking about, just fucking, like, turn the channel off, bro. Why are you so mad about it? You're not a fucking girl's girl. What the fuck is a girl's girl anyway? What are we in high school? You're right. I'm a woman. I'm a woman's woman. Okay? I'm not a girl's girl because I'm not a little fucking girl anymore. I'm a fucking grown ass adult. Fucking asshole. You can't vote if you have felonies, right? Yeah, that's true. Well, depends, right? Trump was able to vote somehow. So, I mean, like, dude, like, that's, like, fucking unhinged. And that's part of the reason why I don't like Trump is because I feel like he's been one of the most divisive people. You know, I feel like a candidate for president should be bringing Americans together and uniting us, not dividing us. He's just further putting a wedge in between the American people and can't lump us together. I'm a Trump supporter and not unhinged. I'm not saying they're all unhinged, teeny. I'm just saying there's a lot of them that get fucking crazy and unhinged like that. Like what you just saw. Sure. And I'm sure it goes both ways, but I've seen it a lot more from the hardcore MAGA people, you know? I mean, she just bugged the fuck out because I said I didn't like Trump, you know, like shit, you know, like I have a right to not like the fucking guy. I'm sure she doesn't like Biden, you know, I'm sure she was fucking sitting there screaming that there was a fucking, what do you call it? Voter fraud and all this bullshit. I mean, Rudy Giuliani's own daughter went on the fucking news, okay? Went on like a tour saying that her dad's life was ruined by Trump, right? That he's in the brainwashing, that he's like in the MAGA cult. And that to me says a lot. I'm like, that's fucking scary. That the kid knows it. People who hated Obama finally got their revenge. What do you mean? But I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, we have to deal with it. It is what it is. The election is rigged until he wins. Yeah, isn't that funny? Nobody's questioning it today. I can't tell you how many interviews I watched of his people, right, that support him, that are being interviewed, and they're like, oh, if he wins, you know, will you accept the votes? And they're like, yes. And then they're like, well, if Kamala wins or Biden at the time, you know, depending on when the interview took place, if they win, will you accept the vote? You know, the results? No. And I'm like, that is fucking crazy. Because, like, I was always brought up, you accept the results, you know, no matter what. Like, I have to accept that he's going to be the president, and that's fine. I have to accept it, you know? But these people will literally, there's some people, I mean, I've watched so many interviews over the last couple of months that, like, they think that, like, this is a movie, that, you know, that Trump has been running the country from behind the scenes, the military, all these crazy conspiracies. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so scary that people are like this extreme with these conspiracies. Whew. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. She's so triggered that you get to raise your son 24/7. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, well, she's got maybe living, you know, as a single mom, which is fine. I'm sorry. Sorry that my life worked out like that. I have to, and you have to work 12-hour days. That sucks, you know? I have to accept the world's going to laugh at us because we're going to have a buffoon for president. Yeah, we're going to have to just accept that. We're just going to have to accept that. Yes, Rudy Giuliani is bankrupt because of Trump. And do you think Trump gives a shit? Nope. He's going to go in. He's going to pick his new fucking people, you know, his new enablers. And, you know, fuck the country up. Scary. It's scary. But we got to deal with it, you know? I think it's time for maybe a regrouping of the Democratic Party. I mean, I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not even registered as a Democrat. I just voted against Trump, basically. I'm not a big... I wasn't a Joe Biden supporter. I wasn't a Harris supporter. But I also firmly believe that if you don't follow the election, right? If you don't follow the campaign and you don't watch the, you know, you don't listen to the candidates, then you have no business voting, which was me for the last like 8 years of my life. I just didn't listen. So, oh, nonsense. You got to go back, girl. This shit was a fucking mess. Wasn't a fucking mess. This isn't normal politics, but America has spoken. I'm ashamed and sad. Yeah, me too, girl. You know, you got, you know, I didn't vote because I wasn't following it. I didn't follow really. This year I honed in and I really followed and I listened. I listened to both parties. There's things that Democrats believe that I don't, necessarily agree with, and there's things that Republicans say that I do agree with. Like, so I don't know where I fall in the political spectrum. I just know that that guy is not good for this country, you know? And apparently, because I'm Italian, I'm supposed to love him. Because, he's Italian and all. Trump. I think he comes from, his family actually immigrated here from, was it Ireland? So, I'm bummed I missed the opportunity to take my anger out on Camel Queen. Yeah, I just blocked her ass. She's just up here fucking yelling like an ignorant fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have a real conversation and actually let me fucking talk on my own panel, then, that would be fucking fine. But she was just fucking being an ignorant fucking dumb fuck. I just let her come up here to fucking expose herself. Really. I mean, because that's what you gotta do. I'm waiting for fucking Burgundy Blues to come back. I have a feeling they're the same fucking person. Same person. See, oh yeah, she came up on panel beefers. I told her come take a link, and I was just like, you ain't a fucking girl's girl. I'm like, okay. Fucking Long Islanders. She's one of those fucking ignorant old school fucking like New York people, like Laura, kind of, how Laura's like, oh, I'm from New York, and she thinks that's like such a badge of fucking honor, like we're somehow better than everybody else because we were born in a fucking different state. Like, it's so, I hate that whole fucking way of thinking, that whole like I'm from New York, I'm better than everybody because I'm from New York kind of thinking. It's so stupid. Or I'm smarter than people. It's so fucking stupid at this point in time. Especially this day and age where it's like, come on, dude, get over yourself. But she's like, oh, there, people in the city think that they're better than Long Island people. People in Long Island think they're better than the city. Like, it's like this stupid shit that's like, at this point in time, why would you even keep it going? But when you're fucking that stupid, that's why you would do it. I can only find musicians with the name Burgundy Blues. Maybe that's their favorite band, Seymour. Burgundy Blues or song or whatever the fuck. Burgundy Blues. Burgundy Blues. Fucking douche. Burgundy douche. But whatever she was saying sounded a hell of a lot like Burgundy Blues. I will say that. Sounded like, she's like, oh, I worked 12 hours. That's funny. That's exactly what they said. Only they said they worked 12 hours at night. If you're working 12 hours, bro, you got a lot of fucking time to sit on your phone, man. What does your boss think about that? Shit. Terracotta busted ass. Oh my god, thanks for cheering me up. Oh my god. She sounded as crazy as she typed priceless. I think the other problem was too, hey Zero, there's just no way, men in this country, I think there's a lot of men in this country that are just not willing to accept a woman being in charge, because we got obviously some archaic views from men in this country. They're clearly okay with a guy that just grabs women by the pussies. I mean, fine. No worries. But if it was your daughter that he was doing that to, you have a fucking problem. But, I mean, did you guys see the clip of Trump literally, like, mimicking giving the fucking microphone a blowjob at his last rally the other day? I mean, this guy's sick. He's fucking unhinged. He's fucking, I think he's starting to go senile or something. I don't know. I have no idea. It's like kind of fucking scary. Hold on, let me see if I can find a clip. Oh, I don't know where I'd find a fucking clip of this. Let's see. Trump simulates blowjob? God, hope nobody ever looks in my fucking history here. Blowjob. That was fucking weird though, man. Fucking weird. Oh, here we go. I found it. I don't know who this guy is, but we'll take a look. We're fucked. This is what we just voted into office. Not we, but people.
Good night. We hope you're doing well. And now, if you don't mind, we're going to get to the news. Tomorrow is Election Day. And Late Night is officially endorsing Xanax 0.5 milligram twice a day. As needed. Vice President Kamala Harris made an appearance over the weekend in the cold open of Saturday Night Live.
I didn't see that,
but I heard that her lines were being...
Hold on. I'm just going to fast forward to the Trump part because
plan to vote, because if anyone knows how to make a plan, it's people who have to buy concert tickets.
I don't even know who this guy is, so. Or is he even going to show it? Oh, here it is. This should be it. Let's see. Let's see.
Former President Trump held a rally on Friday in Wisconsin and appeared to simulate oral sex on a microphone stand.
Oh, fuck. They didn't show it.
I don't know if that moves the needle in this election, but he definitely would have become president of my middle school.
I don't know if they actually showed it. You know what? It probably wouldn't be on. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be on a TV show. Let's see if we could.
Well, I'm embarrassed that
see
this
it
is
on
where
here.
we are, but this is where we are. Closing out a presidential campaign by
I'm embarrassed that this is where we
performing
are.
oral sex on a microphone is
Yep.
not what you would expect a candidate to do. But
Not at all.
you got to give it to him. Donald Trump often does the unexpected. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Donald Trump simulated performing oral sex on a microphone. This
is fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, just facts. It's crazy.
is a heavily visual clip. I don't know that I really need to describe it in detail to those who are just listening, but the microphone stand is now reportedly suing Trump for sexual assault. I'll tell you that. Okay, here is Trump.
Here it is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, these sick fucks cheered for this.
I'm blowing out my left arm, now I'm gonna blow out my right arm, and I'm blowing out my damn throat, too.
He looks like he's pretty good at that, actually. Just saying. Oh my god, I can't. And this is, ironically, YMCA is his favorite song. Okay? Okay. What the fuck is that? I literally, this looks like we're sitting in a fucking old age home right now on like fucking, bingo night. What the fuck is going on here?
So listen, this certainly seems like Trump is violating his gag order. But beyond that, I don't know that the implications of this will be as wide-reaching as they should be, other than something is very wrong.
This guy can't help but laugh because this is crazy. Yeah, friendly reminder, he was very good friends. In fact, Jeffrey Epstein actually considered him a very good friend. Not just friends, a very good friend.
With this man. And it wasn't just the simulated oral sex on a microphone that sort of raised a lot of eyebrows in Milwaukee.
David Pakman, don't strike me.
Trump also went to Milwaukee and he pulled another one of these. Kamala used to be Indian, but now she became black.
I love the impressions of him.
He did it this time with NBA superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is Greek and black. And Trump seems to be suggesting that Trump is more Greek than Giannis, or maybe just that Giannis isn't as Greek as he claims to be.
What?
It's bizarre.
See, this is where this stupid thinking comes from. Who fucking cares? This girl that just came up here, you're Italian and you fucking don't like Trump? It's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck does one have to do with the other? I know plenty of Italian people that don't like him, and...
Your team is very good. I would say the Greek is a seriously good player. Do you agree?
The best was when he goes to introduce, what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name right now. He's like a very, very famous singer, Latin singer. Fuck. And he calls him or her by accident because he didn't even know.
By the way, there's no chance he could pronounce his name. That's why he's referring to him as the Greek.
Tell me, who has more Greek in him, the Greek or me? I think we have about the same.
Who fucking cares?
Right?
Trump is, I guess, as Greek as Giannis. So,
Oh my God.
maybe the most whacked out rally of the weekend, but not the one that maybe really gives us insight into what Trump is thinking about where this campaign stands. For that, we have to go to North Carolina.
Dude, like this whole campaign was way more disastrous than the last one.
One of our sponsors today is Zippix
Oh,
Nicotine.
all right, we don't need to see this. This is so weird. Zippix nicotine toothpicks? Like, are you supposed to sit there and chew on it?
Kick the bad alternatives. Also,
Why would you get so fucking I'm just sitting here thinking, why would you get so fucking angry that somebody doesn't like Trump, like that girl, this camo queenie bitch? I don't get angry that you like him. I'm not like, you fucking asshole! You're from New York and you don't like fucking Trump! Kamala, whatever. Ay, ay, ay. Why would you be so fucking mad, dude? Chill the fuck out, girl. Go smoke a joint. Go smoke a blunt. Shit. Go drink some fucking White Claws. You look like a White Claw type of bitch.
Code PACMAN10 at checkout.
Oh my God, these people just try anything to hate on him. They all do it to each other.
Remember, you
It
must
goes
be
both
21
ways.
or older to order. The link is down below.
Oh, that was the end of the video. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah, so by the way, the other day, New York is the Democrats. Yeah, not necessarily, chick, because if you look at the state as a whole, it's really only the city that's the Democrats. The whole, like, Long Island is red as red could be. Upstate, mostly red, except a few counties here and there. I feel like this is all a vaudeville act, clown world. Girl, you said it. If you're a girl, sorry. If you're not, your name's Misled, so I'm assuming you're a girl. So, yes, that's what it feels like. No free abortions, 2025 people are mad. What do you mean, no free abortions? I just can't believe what's going on. But we're in a fucking sad state of the world anyway, so... I'm not all that surprised, I guess, is what I should say. Not all that surprised. Sort of parts are red. There's some upstate. If we look at the voting election results, let's take a look. New York election 2024 results. Hold on, I'll pull this out. You can see exactly what I'm saying right here. Here is what New York looks like, typically, right? She won New York, obviously. Just as I said, Suffolk County, Nassau County. And oh, look, the little poop Staten Island right there coming out of New York's ass. It's also red. And then you got the city. So you got Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, okay? A lot of these counties up here, but the majority of the state is red. The majority of the state is red, which is crazy. You got a couple of these are major cities: Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, where you have a lot of college students, transplants, people from all over. But, yep, all red. And Long Island's red, very red. So that's how it usually shakes out. We voted in Republicans into governor positions before, and, yeah, just crazy. I don't know how our senator race showed up. Let's see. Yeah, and, I found this out yesterday, and I thought this was quite interesting. In some states, the ballots were different. So they had, another candidate on their ballots. We only had Trump and Harris. That was it. We didn't have any. There was a write-in spot, but there was no other candidates. And I think that's so weird. Why do they not put the ballots on, why do they not put every candidate on the ballots? So there was some people, I forget where they said they lived, and on their ballot it had other people. 88 criminal charges, 34 criminal convictions, 4 indictments, because that's normal. Yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. I mean, when you really sit and think about those types of things, you gotta just question what the fuck is going on right now. We're in a scary time right now. Maybe he's taking advantage of, the vulnerability of the country right now. I don't know. That's because those states refused to take RFK off the ballot. Oh, really? I didn't even know you could do that. I never heard of that. I always just kind of, Yes, Robert Kennedy Jr. was on the ballot. I just always I always thought that they put it's a theme in every state. I had no idea that was even a thing. I hate conspiracy theories, but they had Russian help along with a lot of sleazy old white men. Yes, who want 1950 America. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's the truth. I mean, there was literally phone calls from Russian people calling in bomb threats to, polling places in Georgia. So, and that was reported. So, I just can't believe all the swing states, they failed us. They failed us. He did do a ton of campaigning. I go back to the failed assassination attempt in swing states. You notice how they happened in the swing states? It's just strange, guys. And I'm not into conspiracy theories at all either, but sometimes you just think about things and you're like, it's just fucking odd how that all worked out, right? Just odd. If you look into communist takeover of our has been happening slowly for generations. You may prefer not to know, honestly. Yeah, I probably would. It was a wonderful place to live before Trump, but not anymore. The good news is, like I said, this is it. He's not going to run again. He's not going to run. Well, he can't, right? Once you serve 2 terms, you're done. So, or does it have to be 2 consecutive terms? Now I'm fucking confused. How many terms can a president serve? Let's see. Hold on. President term limits. Presidential term limits. Ooh, there's an amendment. I mean, somebody like him. Can Donald Trump run again in 2028? What the Constitution says. Let's see. I don't even want to fucking hear that. Okay. Legally, Trump would be constitutionally barred from running again in 2028. Sorry, I'm not sharing this. If he wins. The limitation is rooted in the 22nd Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which restricts any president. Okay, so it's just 2 terms. It doesn't mean consecutive. Okay, thank God. So there you go. I mean, that's the bright side of this, guys. If there's a bright side, that's the bright side right there. He cannot run again. That's it. It's over. Okay? Which I don't even think he would be able to at that point in time, because he'd be about 84 years old. And I'm sorry, you're too old. I think he's too old now. I think Biden's too old. Biden has no business being the president right now. Guy is fucking old. He's old. I will say I feel bad for Harris supporters who rode hard for her and she left without any thanks for hard work she failed. Yeah, I guess so, right? Well, back to being the vice president for the time being. I meant my city probably would be the same after since... What? Wait, since they've been only in hateful the last few years. Who's that? Hold on, let me see what nonsense said. I never thought I would see the day someone civilly liable for SA is voted into office. Right, girl? I mean, it's crazy. It's honestly worrisome for future generations. I was listening to you yesterday, nonsense, and sometimes it's funny because I haven't listened in a while. And I'm listening to you and I'm like, some of the shit you were saying yesterday about people on here, and I guess it's just people in general, man. Like, these people go so fucking hard, right? You were saying yesterday, these people go so fucking hard for these, people on the internet that they don't even fucking know in real life. You were saying that and you're right. I can't disagree with you that people are they ride so hard for these fucking creators on here, right? And they don't even know, you don't even probably talk to this person outside of a fucking maybe commenting in their chat and leaving them some comments and stuff. And you're like, you're going so fucking hard for them. And it's the same way. I'm like, at the end of the day, they probably don't give a fuck about you. Just like Trump doesn't give a fuck about the people that are fucking following him. All those people that, fucking were part of the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th. He don't fucking care about any of those people. He takes advantage of the uneducated, I guess. I don't know. Scary. Very scary time in history right now. For women, especially. That's what I should have said to Camo Queenie when she was up here. You're a woman and you voted for him? He grabs women by the pussy. You're cool with that? Okay. Admittedly, like, he's on tape saying it. There's no denying, there's no denying the existence of those words. And because he's so powerful, he apparently could do that. No, the women love me. Cheats on his wife, which, look, Clinton cheated on his wife too, right? With Monica Lewinsky. We all, I guess, got over it. But this man's a serial cheater. He's been married and divorced how many fucking times? Like, you're supposed to be the party of family values, right? I don't know about that. I'm a 2A. Hold on a second. Sorry. I just missed your comment, like, just disappeared off my screen. What the fuck just happened? That was weird. Oh, there it is. I'm a 2A supporter, so I couldn't vote for either one, wanting to district that in my 1A. Yeah. His wife can't even stand him. No. His wife is... Look, let's just be honest. Why do you think his wife's even with him? To begin with. Why do you think this woman's with him to begin with? That's what fucking blows my mind about the guy, is about, like, with the immigrants and shit. Like, he's married to an immigrant. It just fucking blows my mind. But anyway, his own family members have spoken about him. It's fucking scary. Scary shit. But he should give Stormy Daniels a place in his cabinet. Ooh, that would be a good idea. He, like, insults people. Why would people expect that? Yeah, that's really funny, too. Camo Queenie came up here, right? She's like, oh, you talk about Laurel Day. Have you listened to Donald Trump and the way he addresses people? He calls Stormy Daniels horse face. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You haven't heard the man that you support? You were just so fucking unbelievably ignorant there, Camo Queenie, that you should probably take the word camo out of your fucking, name. Because that would, like, I don't know. That would suggest you're part of some type of military and... or have some kind of pride in our country when you're voting for somebody who calls people horseface. Really? Who's doing lewd fucking acts on a microphone? And look, I'm not, like, a fucking stiff. I'm not, like, a fucking prude or anything. But, like, if a comedian did it, wouldn't even fucking think twice about it, But you're talking, this guy is representing our country to the rest of the fucking world. That's embarrassing. That's fucking humiliating. It's mortifying to be, the way the man talks about other people. He's talking about somebody's dick size. Fucking, there's something wrong with the guy. You know what I'm saying? All he does is put people down and talk shit about them. And then you're worried about me talking shit about somebody on a fucking internet platform like that you could just turn off? You went and voted for a guy who does that, you fucking idiot. Camel fucking douche. It's illogical, but these people have no logic. Yeah. I think she slept with him until she got knocked up. Melania got the bag and shoved his moldy ass to his own room. It's very clear that there's no fucking chemistry between the two of them, right? Like, she just looks so, like, repulsed by him whenever he, like, goes in to, like, hug her. It's like, and I'm sorry, she's like a fucking robot herself. Like, does she have any fucking personality? It's bad. Almost every person that worked with him or for her has turned on them, or has been fired or whatever. It's just scary, dude. People, they have no business being in the White House, those people. None, zero. The only one out of the whole family that I look at and I think might be a fucking normal person is Ivanka, the daughter. I think she's the only one that's like a normal fucking person. His son's disgusting. Both of his sons. I don't know the younger one. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But the two older ones, right? There's two older ones. They're fucking nasty. Who was such a great first lady? People, did you see her Christmas decorations? This shit looked scary. Oh, she hates him. She's obviously with him for obvious reasons. It's not like he's like some good looking guy and you could be like, oh, he's like so handsome or something. It's like, come on, dude. What do you guys have in common? This immigrant from, I don't even know where she's from, but what the fuck do they have in common, honestly? Like, that they sit and have, deep conversations? Come on. She's like how many years younger than him? How old is Melania? Hold on a second. Melania Trump. I don't even know much about her because she's a beautiful woman. I mean, she's gorgeous. But, yeah, Melania Trump. Let's see. How old is she? I don't even know. Former fashion model. I mean, she's absolutely... Oh, she's Slovenian. American. Former fashion model who served... 1970. That's quite a difference, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Trump's born, what, 1944, I believe? So, that's quite a difference there. That is quite a fucking difference in age. Holy shit. Right? I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous, but she has no fucking personality. I mean, I've listened to interviews of her, and she's just... There's just nothing there, dude. Melania faced several challenges in 2000 by her husband's surgery for kidney disease and a tour of Africa that was overshadowed by scandals. Yeah. Yeah. She couldn't even be bothered to be on the fucking campaign trail with him this time. Couldn't even fucking be bothered. Yeah, she's from Slovenia. Slovenia. She couldn't even be bothered. She was like, nope. They don't even live together, right? Like, wasn't that like the big joke of his presidency? But I heard she's just as bad as he is. So, no, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. As far as like the manipulation and all that shit, I like more mature men. No, there's nothing wrong with that. My husband's older than me. I'm saying, though, that's a big, look, my parents had a huge fucking age gap, right? What do they call that? A May-December romance? Like, my parents were definitely 12 years apart. That's a big stretch. I mean, you're talking like a whole going through school, right? Kindergarten through 12th grade. And I mean, that's a long, long, long stretch. So, is that why she's so slovenly? Slovely? I don't know what. Yes, she's a grifter just like him. I mean, the fucking shoes and the fucking Bitcoin and the... Oh, my God. What a mess. What kind of fucking mess did we get ourselves in? But you know what? I'm just going to sit back and it is what it is. I mean, what can we do? We can't change it. It is what it is today. We have to accept it. My parents always taught me you got to respect the president, whoever it is. So it's going to be crazy. I didn't watch his acceptance speech or whatever. No thanks. I'm done listening to him. I needed a break. I listened to him for the last couple of months. I'm done. Cannot imagine sleeping with that. You couldn't pay me to sleep with that man. I'm sorry. I'm like, ugh. There's a YouTube that has a child with someone 30 years her senior, and they're having a second now. Not my cup of tea, but to each their own. Yeah, not for me. I'm not into it. I couldn't. I don't know. Ugh, it just grosses me out, the thought of somebody that would be like the age of my father. That just creeps me out. Just creeps me out. Just creeps me the fuck out. You get an orange tanner all over you. You would. Why are his eyes always white? Does he like wear those tanning goggles or something? I thought like maybe he gets a spray tan. Bad. Bad. Yeah, so Laura did a live the other day, and I'm not going to play her live because I really don't have time. I got to get off here soon. I just wanted to check in and hug my fellow, friends here. And just give you guys a little hug box, for a little bit. But she went live the other day. It's not even worth a fucking play. Okay? But I was just sickened by the live that she did because she went live completely forgetting that, a few months ago, she went live about Stephanie Harlow's divorce or potential divorce because at that time it wasn't even put out publicly yet, right? So she goes live on her platform the other day, acting like, let me back this up. Plunder, I saw the post. I disagree with it 100%. So I actually agree with Laura's stance on the topic, but there's a problem. Plunder, a few days ago, put out like I don't want to say a survey because I don't think that it was a poll or anything, but she basically was trying to seek advice from her audience about posting a video and documents, I guess, pertaining to Stephanie's husband's passing, okay? The ex-husband's passing. And now to me, and her argument was that, let me back it up even more. Her argument was that, or her rationale was that, Stephanie and we all cover these true crime cases, but those are actual cases. I feel like in this case, it's not really a case like that. It's not like Stephanie did anything to him or, anybody else for that matter. So I feel, in my personal opinion, I don't need to know. I don't need to know the details of what happened. All I know is that children lost a father, and that's horrible. And then we don't need to look any further into that, And if she wants to talk about it one day, that's her business. But it's not our business, It's not our business to know. She wants to share that story. And then I also look at the whole, just respect your fellow true crime creator. Like, Stephanie's not a problematic person, okay? She's not involved in drama. Just let her family grieve, let her grieve, and then, if she chooses to speak about it one day, that's on her. But for right now, I don't think it's a good idea. Regardless, Laura goes live about this, right? And she's, calling it out. And I think Laura uses situations like this because, it's part of her grift, whenever she could relate with something, she pulls it up, she pulls it into her atmosphere, and then she talks about it so that she could retell her own, situation that, I also have a kid that lost a father, like that. That's what she does. Because it's a grift. It's like to remind people, hey, feel bad for me and give me money again. You know what I'm saying? Because she always uses all those situations somehow to fucking make money off of. She keeps bringing up her fucking cancer, oh, I didn't use my cancer to, make money. Like that's some type of flex. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Why are you even saying that? You know how many people out here have cancer and they don't fucking ask anybody for a goddamn thing except for prayers? My mom never asked anybody for a fucking thing when she had cancer. Ever. Ever. You're using it as it's like people should be proud of you because you didn't fucking e-bag and grift off your own cancer. Okay, cool. Why is that a flex though? I don't understand. But it's the same thing here. She's using this as it's to remind everybody of how unfortunate her life has been. And then she has to share that she told, the guy to rot in hell in his casket. Why you would even share that? Even if it was something that you thought in your brain, why do you even share that publicly? It's just disgusting to say about somebody after they pass away. I don't care who it is or what they did to you. When somebody's dead, just let them rest in peace. You don't tell them to rot in hell. Unless it's like fucking Hitler or some shit, But anyway, she's sitting there she feels so bad for Stephanie's kids. I'm like, Laura, you don't give a fuck about anybody's kids. Let's just fucking be honest here. All of a sudden you give a fuck about other people's kids? Really? Did you give a fuck about my kid? She's sitting there acting like she gives such a fuck about, Stephanie's kids and, we shouldn't, it's sick to want to find out what happened to this, YouTuber's husband. It's so sick and the kids. Laura, you fucking called a government agency over to my house. Did you give a fuck about my kid? Why is Stephanie's kids more important than my kids in your book? You fucking just lied about my family, and now all of a sudden you want people to believe that you give a fuck about anybody's kids, especially Stephanie Harlow's kids, when a few months ago you were trying to dig for every little bit of fucking dirt you could on her divorce. You were sitting there digging, looking for, what else is here that I could fucking exploit on my fucking page? What else could I exploit about her and her husband's issues on my page? And now you want to sit there and act like you give a fuck about her family? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Just stop, girl. Just stop. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. But yourself. Laura doesn't have empathy for her own kids. Who is she kidding? She doesn't even know what the word means. She really doesn't. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Salivates over body footage. Gross. I don't agree with it, honestly. I feel like just let it be, you know, I agree with Laura's stance. I just don't agree with Laura being the one to say it because you know what? You don't give a fuck about anybody's kids. I think lately you're regretting giving me a wrench. Why? Yeah, she exploited the fuck out of her divorce just a few months ago. And I'm like, dude, oh my God. I'm like, dude, I can't. I can't with this one. Just zero. No self-awareness, dude. No fucking self-awareness. No self-awareness. At all. At all. So, anywho. I just had to say that part because I'm like, you have some fucking balls, really, to be sitting there acting like you give a flying fuck about anybody else's kids on this platform. You just don't. You just don't. Just stop. I think something big like 9/11 or an ass in nation. Oh, we'll see. We're in for something. Well, chick, you know what? For once, I might agree with you on some of your thinking. Laura would jump on anything like a landfill rat. I just like, how do you 4 months ago have you're sitting there digging for information and trying to get the juicy gossip on her divorce that was going on, which was also none of our fucking business, right? She hadn't even publicly announced it yet at that point in time. And then all of a sudden now you're like, oh, wait, this is going too far. Why is her marriage not sacred, Laura? You know, and the details of that. Why is that not sacred? No, you were on Reddit playing all the bullshit that her husband was putting out there, or her ex-husband was putting out there about her, calling her a narcissist, because you can't say narcissist for some reason, you know? And then now all of a sudden you're protective over her privacy? Are you fucking kidding me? You don't give a shit about anybody's privacy on this platform, not even your own. Or your kids, for that matter. Fuck out of here, dude. I doubt whomever she prayed to said it. Well, guess what? Plunder did release it on her Patreon behind a fucking paywall, which I think is... I'm sorry. She gotta stop hiding behind God, okay? And all the answers that God's gonna give her, because she did release it behind the paywall. And how do I know? Is because... it was a while back I had subscribed on her Patreon because she had the, I think it was the Madeline Soto stuff. And so now, even though I'm not in there, I still get like emails of what she releases. And I got the email today that it was released. I'll tell you exactly what it says. Hold on a second. Do I have my phone? Yeah. I'll tell you guys what it says. And I'm just like... I get her argument, you know, that it's like, oh, okay, you know, we talk about all these people's lives, you know, but I don't know. This isn't like that type of case. It's not like a murder mystery. The public really can't offer anything in this case, right? A lot of the times when you discuss like a case like the Summer Wells case, which is another fucking disaster Laura's fucking trying to get herself into, you know, the public could help in some way, right? And that's why the case, you know, comes to public attention. But in this case, there's nothing for us to offer except condolences, really. You know, what are we gonna do? This is just a terrible tragedy that happened to this girl and her children and her family. Can't listen to her too, Jesus, for me. You know what? I listen to some of her videos and she's usually not like, you know, at the end of her video she'll do like a Bible verse or something. But yeah, it says new post from Paula Mooney from Plunder True Crime. Found dead on his 12th. This is her thing here. Found dead on his 12th wedding anniversary. Tragic, Adam and Stephanie Harlow. So it says new post found dead on his 12th anniversary. All right, sorry, I just read that. I didn't realize it repeated. Paula Mooney from Plunder True Crime just shared a new post for paid members to view the post and get access to exclusive benefits. Upgrade your membership. Found dead on his 12th wedding anniversary, and it looks like a video, I guess. Watch video here, and it's behind a paywall. I don't know, dude. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Using Jesus for this is inappropriate. I totally agree. You know, she's like, God's gonna give me the answer, and I'm like, I don't know about that, girl. You know, I don't know about that. But these people get into this thing where it's just like they're making money and they want to keep making money and they want to keep making money and they want to keep making money. And the more they want to keep making money, the more their morals just start slipping away, I think. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I could fucking, with a good conscience, you know, do something like that. But that's why I don't fucking have a true crime channel. Because I think there's such a fine line between you know, covering these stories, and sometimes she goes a little overboard even with those stories. I mean, she had a video the other day about a Carfax report for like Jennifer Soto's car or something, and I'm thinking, who cares? Like, why is this even news? Where she did like a whole story about the people that got. She did I think I talked about this a couple of months ago. She covered like the story of the people who lived in Chris Watts's house, like after, you know, they had some type of domestic, you know, incident. And yes, it's public record, but like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just normal people that happen to buy a house where a tragedy occurred. But like, why do we need to know that? Why is this YouTube business here? Like, why is this news? I don't know. Why are you like stalking these people and like watching them? Like, how did you even know this? You know, was it news? I don't know. I just think it's, to me, like, that shit's unnecessary. You want to cover the cases and share the, you know, police body cam footage and shit that's involved in the case, sure. But sometimes I think she just goes the extra mile and gets things that I don't know if they're necessary for us to see. So, I watched a new Kendall Ray video. You know, Kendall Ray, her videos don't come up in my feed anymore. It's so weird. Yeah. Karma, that situation still bothers me. What's that? Hold on. Oh, yeah, Zav girl. Yeah. Yeah, right. She does need to be careful. I just, like, look, that's terrible what happened to Stephanie and her kids and, you know, people. Laura's just trying to grift and put her name in the fucking title, you know, because it's a relevant topic right now that people are talking about, and she wants to put the fucking hashtags. If you go look at her page, she put her name, she put the hashtags, you know. I mean, you're trying to get views, dude, off of this shit. It's fucking gross. It's fucking just gross, dude. Hold on, let me see if I can. I'll tell you guys exactly what she put as her hashtags in this post. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Plunder, there isn't enough crime out there. Leave Stephanie Harlow alone. So there you go. She got Stephanie Harlow's name in the fucking title. Okay. Hashtag, ready? Hold on. I'll share this with you guys so you can see. So you know I'm not lying. The grift is fucking everybody. Laura's not the only one that does this shit. Okay. I just got to put that out there because there's a lot more people that do shit like this. Hashtag, ready, Stephanie Harlow, hashtag plunder, hashtag true crime, hashtag plunder again, hashtag Stephanie Harlow again. Surprised she fucking spelled her name right. Yeah. It's just a grift, you know? It's the fucking grift. It's a relevant topic. Laura knows it's gonna get her fucking clicks. So, Detective Ken Mean speaks out on how all tragedy pimps are ruining cases. Says another tragedy pimp. Like, okay. Oh my God. Look at this. This is exactly what you're trying to do. You know? Who are you to fucking call anybody a tragedy pimp when you go live with all these ridiculous theories and, you know, conspiracies and shit? Fuck out of here. God damn. Laura flip-flops hourly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She don't remember. I mean, you know, Laura, I was thinking of this the other day. I said, you know what? I always ask, like, what does Laura think that other people are jealous of? And I think I answered my own question the other day. I do. I think that we should all be jealous of her ability to, like, not remember fucking anything that happened days, minutes, hours, you know, weeks, whatever, before, and just be able, like, to be that, I don't know, maybe that's what I'm jealous of, you know, for her. Maybe that's what it is. It's just to be that fucking stupid and unaware of everything. Because, like, when you're aware of things, you know, you got to deal with your feelings and all this other shit. Like, there's days of my life I would just love to completely fucking forget and pretend they never happened. So maybe that's what I'm jealous of. Her ability to just completely fucking forget what she said or did in the days prior. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Cause like, I don't know, maybe like being stupid is better. You don't have to think as much, Like, I don't know. Just a theory I came up with. I've been racking my brain out trying to think of anything else that people would, potentially be jealous of when it comes to her, her life and then my life. So, or anybody's, not just me, anybody else, So I'm like, that was one of the things I came up with because I was like, I really, really was stretching to think of something, at least one thing, right? It's begging to look a lot like Griftmas. That's so fucking true, Narnie. So true. Plunder also keeps releasing stuff on Kim from the Real Housewives messy divorce. I was like, how is this a true crime case? Yeah, like, see, I don't get that. I don't get that. See, I feel like that kind of shit is where she's like crossing the line a little bit, but I don't know. You know what? Back in the day when she took all of Shanann Watts's, public videos and she put them on YouTube, a lot of people had an issue with that. And I was kind of like, well, in my head, I thought, okay, that's how she started her channel, by the way, FYI. I know most of you guys were here, but if you weren't, that's how she started her channel. And I kind of felt like it was good in a sense because people were going on her page to watch them anyway. So they, and I couldn't believe it. People were leaving comments on the page, negative comments about her on her Facebook. And I'm like, how dare these people? Like, like I would never do that. Even if I felt, a way about it, I would never type in her fucking video because the family, I don't know. I feel like that's her family's place to grieve her and remember their, family member. So, she took it off the platform and put it on YouTube, and a lot of people thought it was a really bad thing, and other people like myself, like I thought, okay, maybe it's beneficial in that way, but I could also understand the other people's perspective too. So, her videos were all public though anyway. I mean, anybody could have went and watched them. You're jealous too, Huck? Yeah, I thought so. I mean, to be honest, I thought so. I'm just kidding. But, it's like, I don't know. It's a hard line of like what's right and what's not. And that's why I could never have a channel like that because no thanks. I wouldn't want to live with the fucking constant guilt of, am I doing the right thing? If you have to ask Jesus, like probably the answer should be no. You know what I'm saying? If you even have to ponder whether it's right or wrong, then you probably already know the answer to that. Like the fact that you even put that post out probably should have told you that that's the answer to it. That's the answer. It's called dementia. You know what? You're probably right, Narnie. That's probably what it is. Something's definitely going on there in the cognitive realm in her. Yes. I remember when everyone thought Plunder was NK. Oh, yeah, you're right. They did. To me, autopsy pictures and anything that private should never be shown to make a profit on. I agree. Make your videos about facts, but in a sensible way. That's why I like Kendall Ray. Yes, me too. She tells a story. That's it, She tells a story. I appreciate, the body cam videos and the police interrogations. And I know all that shit costs money. And so some of that shit I understand when you have to put it, behind a paywall. Because it's like, dude, you're taking a lot of time and a lot of money to get that shit and then upload it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a good computer. You have to have memory on your computer to do that shit. Or, hard drives or a server of some sort to store all this shit when you get it, and so in those cases I can understand, but morally, yeah, a child's, autopsy, nobody here needs to see that, dude. And to make people pay for it is sick. I'm sorry. So, all these years, November 5th, 2024, I plan to change my icon pic. Lily, aka Lotus, aka Kamala. I'm like Kamala. I'm having trouble fucking pronouncing her name. If people speculate or theorize, at least allow it to be within factual information and accurate law proceedings. That can't happen. Yeah, like Laura played this video yesterday about Summer Wells, and she's all mad. And clearly, Don and Candace saw, or one of them did, and they don't feel that it's their daughter. So, what more do you want them to do? She's like angry with them because they don't want to believe that this is their daughter. But Laura's like, it's been 3 years. Dude, I'm sorry. If I saw my son, didn't see my son for 3 years, there's like a natural instinct that you have as a mother that you know your kid. I mean, I'm sorry, but if they looked at that little girl and they're like, that's not my kid, then I believe them. You know, I would know my son. I would know my son in a heartbeat, you know? 3 years when they're that young, they don't change all that much in 3 years. She was what, 5 when she went missing, or 6? How old was Summer Wells when she went missing? 6, 7, 8. Their faces don't change all that much in those years, is what I'm saying. From an infant to 9 years old, yeah, then I can understand. Oh, you know, because their faces change so much from that point. But from like, I'm gonna say, I don't know, first or second grade to like, you know, where my son is now, 12, their faces don't change. Once they start going through puberty, then their faces change a lot, you know. But in between those 3 years, while they're still, you know, elementary aged kids, their faces don't change all that much. I mean, you're still going to recognize the features. And there's just something about your own kid that, like, Jesse has my eyes. If I see his eyes, I know the eyes, dude. They're the same eyes I look at in the mirror every day. His eyes are the same shape as mine. You know what I'm saying? I know his nose. I mean, I don't know. I told him the other day in the car, I go, you're getting so handsome, because he is. He's growing up. And he's like, what? He's like, what does that mean? I'm like, what do you mean, what does that mean? I said, you're getting handsome, like you're growing up. You're getting like a handsome guy. You're growing up. And it's making me sad. But he's growing up, dude. Like, I was just looking at him. I'm like, you're a handsome guy, dude. Like, you're getting, you know, like he's starting to go from like a cute kid to like a handsome little guy. Like, he's getting older. The one thing I think I'm just not ready for is when his voice is deep. Like, I'm going to miss his little squeaky voice. I'm not ready for that yet. I almost cried the other day when he said, Mom, he's like, I'm getting too old for that, about dressing up for Halloween in school. That just like, I felt like he sucked the air out of my chest for a minute. I was like, no, don't tell me that. You know? He totally lost a baby face look. Yeah, he did. He's getting older. He's getting older. Ugh. I just want him to stay little. I don't want him to grow up. Can you stay little and stay with me forever? I tell my kids all the time they're beautiful, and I get the shy mom. Yeah. He was like, what? You gotta go weirded out. I was like, oh, you're getting like, you know, he's starting to look like a handsome little devil over there. Definitely has my old nose support thing. It's the same nose. It looks like my husband's nose too, though. But I'm looking at it because I'm like, my nose started to get bigger when I started going through puberty. So I'm worried for him. But I feel like big noses on a guy look okay. Like they look fine. On me, it didn't look good. On him, it'll look good, I think. Give him personality. I don't think it's big, though. I just think it's the same shape as my nose was. The giggle and dance he did was so funny. Oh, my God. I was laughing so hard when he was in that costume. I mean, I couldn't stop fucking laughing. It was just so funny. Everybody got a kick out of it. They were like, oh, my God, it's a giant chicken. It was really funny. It was a good costume. He went from, like, Art the Clown to that. I was like, okay. But you know what? He said it was really hot in there. Just for future reference, in case anybody is getting, you know, has kids that young that would be wearing one of those at any point. He said it was super hot in there, and he said that, you know, it was hard to see when he was walking. So, anyway, I gotta end this because I do have to go take a ride. What a fucking weird live this was, right? With fucking triggered ass camo queenie coming on fucking panel. That was weird. Anyway, I'll definitely see you guys again. And here's my big hug to all my fellow Americans who are sad today a little bit. We'll get through it together. All right. I'll see you guys next time.